What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Caster's Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel as always. So, a little while ago, probably a month or two ago, maybe 3 months ago, I made a video about Dick's Sporting Good and about the Raffle system that was set to be coming out at some point in the near future. There was no date given as to when that Raffle system would go into place, but I just knew that, or they put out information that there would be a new system coming to Dick's Sporting Good. Now, if you're not familiar with Dick's and how they do their raffle normally, usually they have an in-store raffle and you will go line up for a wristband and you grab the wristband and then basically that guarantees you a pair. So I believe they had a green wristband and then a yellow wristband. The green was the guaranteed pair. The yellow was basically a backup pair if if the person that had the green wristband ended up not coming to pick up their shoe. Now, this system was cool if you got to Dick's in time, but if you took too long to get to Dick's and they didn't have enough pairs, you were pretty much out of luck. And then they also had an online release normally for Dick's Sporting Goods as well. So that new raffle system actually went into place today, and the shoe that it did go into place for, or into effect for basically, was the Jordan 5 UNC, which is set to come out this Thursday, March 2nd. So today is Monday the 27th, and earlier today is when they put out the information that the raffle for the UNC 5s will be on the Dick's Sporting Good app. So if you have not gone to enter the raffle on their website and you're interested in the Jordan 5 UNC, I'm basically just going to walk through basically entering this raffle on the Dick's Sporting Good app and just my experience with it today. So starting off, of course, you're going to want to go ahead and download the Dick's Sporting Good app. It looks like this will be, like I mentioned, the new system that they will be using going forward. I don't know if this will be strictly online or for in-store pairs. I didn't really see anything about in-store pairs, so if you were able to enter on the app today and you did in-store, let me know in the comments. Like I mentioned, I didn't see anything, but also the Dick's that is near me doesn't always get Jordans. The one that's close to me that gets them is probably 20 to 30 minutes away, so that could be the reason I didn't see an in-store option. But I did see the ship to me option, which is what I entered for on the app today. So after you download the app and immediately when you go into the system or just open up the app, you'll see where it says Air Jordan 5 Retro University Blue, and then it has a button that you can click that says Reserve Now, which will take you to the actual shoe to be able to enter for it. Now, once you get to the shoe, the process is actually fairly simple and pretty easy to maneuver, if we're being honest. So it pops up, it says Air Jordan 5 Retro Basketball Shoes, and of course I'll put up the screenshots as we're going along. But the colorway University Blue, black and white. It has a release date, which on here is March 4th at 10 a.m. And I believe March 4th is actually this Saturday. Yeah. Let me confirm. Let me check sneakers, because I thought they were coming out March 2nd, but they may be coming out March 4th. So let me load up good old sneakers and see when they have them on here. Let's see. Oh yeah, so it is this Saturday. So it's March 4th when these will be releasing, which is this upcoming Saturday. So and release time on here is 10 a.m. Eastern time, 9 a.m. Central time if you're in Houston or wherever. But retail price $224. So it gives all the information that you need about the shoe, and then at the bottom it does say enter draw, which you can click and another screen will pop up and it will basically allow you to pick whatever size you need. So I did an 11.5 because that is my personal size, but they have all the sizes on there. I didn't see if they had toddlers or grade school or anything like that, but just men's sizes were the ones that I saw. And then you can also put in your address, your card information, all of the information that you need. Also, you will have to sign into an account, or you should have to sign into an account. I did when I did mine. I did have a Dick's account already, so I just went ahead and entered my information and signed in. But once you get all your information entered, you will go ahead and hit submit or enter draw, whatever it says. The biggest thing for me that I did encounter, and probably the only real issue that I had with the app, was that the system was a little slow registering my entry. So I entered everything, pressed enter, and it glitched basically, and it didn't let me enter. And then it basically was like your reservation. It just didn't let me enter, and so I redid it again, and it actually worked the second time around. So outside of that, I really had no issues entering the raffle on the app. Now, once you are entered, it will say draw entered at the bottom. And then it'll also give you the option, if you don't want to enter the draw, it will give you the option to leave the draw. So you don't have to stay in the draw if you don't want to. Now, continuing on, the draw closes for the UNC 5s on March 2nd at 4 p.m. Eastern time. 3 p.m. Central Time, and was that 1 p.m. Pacific Standard or California time, whatever the West Coast time. Thank you, West Coast time. So that's where I got March 2nd from. But like I mentioned, the raffle closes that day. So if you're planning on getting the shoe or wanting to enter the raffle for the shoe, you have a couple of days to be able to put in your entry. But like I mentioned, the raffle will close at March 2nd. So this is similar to how Foot Locker and Flex does theirs. Of course, they have like that set day that they close their raffle, and then they'll announce winners later that day. So that is pretty much everything. And so they do give you how this draw works when you go to enter on the raffle. So the first couple of steps is enter the draw by 4 p.m. Eastern time on March 2nd. Select your size, enter your information so that we can send you your sneakers. And so after you've entered the draw, it says sit back and wait for the release date. And then you can always leave the draw before the draw closes, like I mentioned. And then for winners picked, it says after the sneaker has released, check the app or watch for an email letting you know if you're a winner. And then order ships. Winners will receive their sneakers in 5 to 10 business days. So, like I mentioned, it's a fairly seamless raffle. Not so many bugs compared to how like the Flex app has been over the past couple years with their bugs and issues trying to enter stuff. It worked fairly simple. Now, I don't know how hyped up these UNC 5s are going to be. Like, it's a dope colorway. People love that UNC colorway, but it's also Jordan 5, and I know people go back and forth with if they actually like Jordan 5. So there may just not be a bunch of traffic for this one, but we should see it for the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagine when those drop next week. That will be a crazy shoe, of course, as we know. But sticking with these UNC 5. So I think the only thing I really don't like with this raffle system is that for when they pick one, it says after the sneaker is released, check the app or watch for an email letting you know if you're a winner. So you won't know if you've won this sneaker until after the fact. Like after the shoe releases, you have to basically check for a charge, and then you'll see if you got the shoe. So this is like, it doesn't help if you're like, if you just want to buy one pair of shoes. So you really kind of have to decide like if you just want to stick with Dick's and enter on there, or if you want to try elsewhere and enter raffles that way. Because basically, like, you could, if you just want to pay for one shoe, you don't want multiples, and you enter on Dick's, you're basically just waiting to see if you actually get a dub. And if not, then you've missed the releases everywhere else because they've already happened, and Dick's didn't let you know until after all the other places released their shoes. So that's, to me, the one downside with this app. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, especially for people that just don't want their card charged multiple times trying to hit at different places, and then it's too late to withdraw from the draw at Dick's. So that will be the interesting aspect in my opinion. But outside of that, I'm curious to see how it goes, especially as we get more hyped up shoes and see if this raffle system can actually hold and just hold the volume of people that will be moving to this raffle system. So it'll be interesting to see. But let me know once again if you were able to enter the draw on the Dick's Sporting Goods app today. If you had any issues entering, just what was your thought process on just the whole system overall? I'm curious to see just how things will play out, like I mentioned, and just see how well this system will continue to work and if it'll be beneficial compared to how they did it before with the wristbands. But that is everything I have for y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Go and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, turn on the notification bell so you can set today when I post new content. Should have some more stuff later this week, but I will drop that whenever I get around to recording it. But as always, stay safe and stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.